describe the how. There is some information I wrote that I would love to. By the way, before you start there are 3 important books you must have. Let me try to see if I could share my video. 3 important books you must have, because if you don't have this, I don't believe you could be so much focused in 2024. So let me change my camera. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you need a diary. Why do you need a diary? Okay, what is the importance of a diary if you're an entrepreneur? As an entrepreneur, what is the importance of a diary? Mine has just reached my table, but one of the importance of a diary, ladies and gentlemen, is to be able to write your goals. Okay, you need to do what we call goal setting. Let me get back to my face, then we discuss slowly. You need to do what we call goal setting. I don't know if you understand what I mean by goal setting. Give me one in the chat, but then I'm gonna go specific. You need to do what we call goal setting. This is what I mean by goal setting. Let me share the whiteboard. When we talk about goal setting, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about you setting what we call SMART goals. Okay. Okay. Now, a SMART goal is a goal that is specific. I want you to write in your mind how much money you want to make from team building. Mine is close to $3 million. Your goal is specific. It's measurable. How much? It's attainable. It's realistic, and it's time bound. You need to give a certain period of time when you need to make that money. Okay. I know my goal is too much. I have thought about it several times, so many times. I know how huge it is. It looks a little bit unrealistic to some people, but to me, it looks very realistic. I just need to do what I'm supposed to do. Now, before you set a goal and say, I want to make such and such money from team building, you need also to understand the compensation plan. How do you get paid? You know, Royalq has the simplest compensation plan, which I'm not going to go through now. But you need to go through the compensation plan of Royalq. Okay, go through the compensation plan of Royalq and understand if I'm a V1, I'm supposed to be a V2. What are the benefits of being a V2? What are the benefits of being a V3? What are the benefits of being a V4? What are the benefits of being a V5? What are the benefits of being a V6? It is very, very important for you to look at the benefits of being a V5, the benefits of being a V6. Now, after you have written your goal down and you have really come up with your diary, I want you now, I'll just get back to my camera. And then change it to do a to-do list. Now, what is a to-do list? Let me just explain it here before I go back to my notebook. I want you to have what we call a to-do list. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a to-do list, what is a to-do list? These are activities that you are going to in that day. The activities that you're going to do in that day. Some people usually write their activities in the morning. But if you want to be successful in 2024, I want you to write your activities in the night before you sleep. Okay? I may not take you so much into mine, but I've come up with my what? My to-do list. Okay. I wake up at 3 a.m. I read and play. Now this, okay, now I don't know how I'm going to do this to you, but okay. There must be a set of activities that you keep on repeating every single day, because the results you are looking for are not going to come from something you're going to do once. So are going to come from things you are going to keep on repeating over and over and over again. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. Your results you are looking for are going to be seated in your daily routine. The results you are looking for are going to be coming from your daily routine. They're not going to come from activities you do once. They're going to be those activities you're going to be repeating consistently, because the results you are looking for are going to come from your consistent activities. I've seen so many people who focus on results. I've seen so many people who say, Julius, I would be working so hard, but I'm not getting results. Julius, I would be very, very successful. I'm not getting results. It is not the results that you should focus on. You should put your focus on activities. Every single day before I sleep, I come back to my to-do list. My to-do list is here. I may not expose it. My to-do list is here. These are a list of activities. And before I sleep, I come back on my to-do list and I say, yes, I woke up, I prayed, I read about cryptocurrency, team building, and leadership, I checked the market, I prospected 10 people, I told them about Royalq, I followed up on 5, I added 5 new people to my list, I did content, maybe let me say, I haven't done the content on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my thread, and on my Twitter. I made sure I made posts on all my social media platforms. When I talk about social media platforms, on my status, on all my WhatsApp, on all my Facebook, on all my reels. Okay, now, so what else? I did a training in the morning. I spoke to... So you must go into details. Like, I have a list of people that I'm supposed to speak to, and in the morning, if I could show you my to-do list, when I woke up in the morning, you see the first person because it was on my to-do list, I was looking for this guy, and you see, and we have finished. This was our conversation in the morning. I'm done. Now, it can't happen, ladies and gentlemen. This was my conversation with one of my leaders, and we are looking at him getting to V5 very soon. Okay? So if you are not organized, you cannot make money. Money doesn't come from the noise making. Money comes from activities. And so there are 3 books you must have. 3 important books you must have. 1, it is a diary. A diary where you write the activities you are going to do. And so I want you, everybody on the call, to go in a nearby bookshop and buy yourself a diary. Give me one in the chat if that is clear. Go and buy yourself a diary so that before you sleep, you write activities you are going to do the next day. Not activities that you're going to do today before you sleep. Program your mind on things you are going to do the next day before you sleep. Plan for the day. You see, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be successful in this year, you plan for the year. When you plan for the year, you break down your plan into the first quarter of the year. When you finish the first quarter of the year, you plan for the second quarter of the year. When you finish your plan, like for example, I have grouped my goals into the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter of the year. And I've set up activities that I'm supposed to do, projects I'm supposed to do in the first quarter of the year, in the second quarter of the year, and in the third quarter of the year. And in the first quarter of the year, all the money I'm making, I'm investing it purely in crypto. I have got calls from family members, Julius, we have such a faction. I don't have money. I keep my principle. Whatever income I'm earning in the first quarter of this year is looking at crypto investment. Then I'm going to open up my mind after the first quarter of the year. So your goals must be moving in line with your ambitions you want to achieve. So I want you to get a diary. On top of your diary here, where your diary starts from, I want you to write a maximum of 3 main things you want to achieve this year. 3 main things you want to achieve this year. On my list, number 1 is V6. On my list, my number 1 goal this year is to become a V6. My number 1 goal. And I want to do this in the first quarter of the year before the Bitcoin halving in April. It is my number 1 goal. My next goal is money. It is a $5 million project. And how am I going to make my $5 million? I'll make $1 million from pure trading using the superstars and the crypto ambassador signals. My goal is $1 million. How will I be doing that? I will be compounding $150. I'll be compounding $150. So far, I'm done with 2 signals have been successful. I'm on the road. The goal is $1 million from trading using superstars and crypto ambassador signals. At first, it is around trading with $2,000. I've now increased it more. I could even make more. And so I'm going to compound more. And I've looked at it today because all this week I'm still looking at my goals. It's not yet done. I'm still looking at my goals. I'm evaluating my goals. Is it possible for me to make more than $1 million? What am I supposed to do if I'm going to use the crypto ambassador signals? What am I going to do? What am I going to do to make sure that when I'm going to compound this money, how strict am I going to be? Now, I have made sure, ladies and gentlemen, that I have written those things down. And throughout this week, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday someone found me seated quietly in a certain place and said, but this man, I was writing. Let me show you guys. I was writing. You see, I'm still looking at, this is a notebook. I said first, you need a diary. 2, you need a notebook. So yesterday I sat down and I was writing, alone, writing, thinking, wow, what am I going to do to make this happen? Okay, how am I going to make this happen? Okay, I said, okay, now I need to be waking up at 3 a.m. and sleeping at midnight every single day. And I had to tell this to my family that, you know what, today I'll be just coming to the bedroom at midnight, and at 3 a.m. I'll be leaving. Why is it important for me to do this? Because I want us to be financially free. And they must understand. Then I identified the people that I need to work with so that I become a V6. And one is remaining with one V4. The second one is becoming a V4 in a few days to come. And so we move from V4 to V5 in the first quarter of the year, very strict strategically. So I wrote it down. Then I said, okay, tomorrow I'll speak to him about it. And I have done this morning when I woke up. The next one, I'm going to give him a call. Then I've also been able to say, if I want to make, ladies and gentlemen, the other money from team building, I need 10 new lines, 10 directly activated people by me. And so far as we speak, I have activated 2 this week. I've activated 2 directs this week. And by the end of today, I'm going to activate more 3. Why am I doing this? I need, so far I have 3 lines. I've identified 3 people from the men I've recruited that I'm going to build with the business. 10 new lines. Yes, I have leaders. I work with them. I chat with them, but I'm going to build 10 new lines. It is one of my strategies. Then I've said, okay, I'm going to be doing trainings again at 4 p.m. for my people who speak the Luganda language, because the line I'm building is strictly looking at that market, and he doesn't have time to train. So I need to do. So I want you also to sit down and write things you are going to do. Okay. I've also written my training that I'm going to be doing for crypto ambassadors Monday to Friday, and I'm going to coming up with new flyers. I've also come up with 3 main topics that I'm going to look at throughout this year that I'm going to talk about and to teach. And I'm going to make sure the people that come on my Zoom calls to teach are going to be looking at those 3 skills. 1, mindset. 2, skills. 3, leadership. Those are the 3 main things that I'm going to be looking at in 2024. Have people who have the right mindset, make sure I teach my team to have the right skills of approach to the business, and also make sure there is a leadership. And I've come up with a day where I'm going to be doing a leadership training where there will be no Zoom call, but there will be a leadership training to the Zoom call for training leaders. I want you to come up with a strategy. I want you to come up with a strategy. So I want you to go and buy yourself a diary. The things I'm saying may not be taught in school, but they are very important. I want you to go and buy yourself a what? A diary. A diary is a book, like you see this, it has a date, it must have a date, 1st of January. So every single day, because I was, just a minute, let me try to join with my other device. I see we're a little bit less, so I could live with this and join with another device. There's something I want to share on my other device. So I will live with this and join with another device and see if I can manage. So let me switch. All right, I hope you can see me now. So I've switched to another device. All right, okay. So what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, that, okay, now this one has a background, which is okay, but let me try to remove the background so that I could express what I want to share. Okay, good, okay. I'll increase my light so that I'm visible. And then I block all the messages. Okay, good. All right. So what I'm trying to say is I want you to go and buy yourself a diary. I emphasize a diary of 2024. And this diary has days. If you want to work from home, you want to work online, you must be very organized. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is anything that is very hard is to work from home. If there is anything very hard is to work from home. And unless you organize, you might finish this year with nothing. So page 1 on your diary, I want you to write the goals you want to achieve in this year. I want you to break your goals into 3, okay? Break your goals into 3. I may not go into details about it, but there are 3 types of goals you need to have. 1, I want you to have a health goal. Let me share with you my health goal. My health goal is to wake up every single day. I do not do a lot because I'm not so much a physique person, but my goal is simple. Make sure I hit 100 press-ups and 100 squats every day. But I started with, so far now, 15. So now I've increased today, I'm now at 25. Every day I increase with 5. If I fail, I fail. I say, okay, today. But now I'm at 25 press-ups, 25 squats. My goal is 100 squats and 100 press-ups every single day. Goal number 2 on my morning call is to make sure I take a cup of warm lemon. I take a cup of warm lemon every morning. Warm lemon, all right? I have my cup. I take a cup of warm lemon. It's a health goal. So I make sure I do physical exercises and I take warm lemon. 2, my other goal this year is to reduce on a number of proteins. I don't want to take a lot of proteins. When I talk about proteins, I talk about animal proteins. I want to reduce on the amount of animal proteins I take. Okay. So those are health goals. I want you also to make sure you have a spiritual goal. Okay. Because for you to be successful, you need to be a complete human being. For you to be successful, you need to be a complete human being. A complete human being, it requires you also to make sure you have a spiritual goal. One of my spiritual goals is to make sure that when I wake up in the morning, I pray. When I pray, I take a cold bath. That is a health goal. So I pray. After praying, I take a cold bath. When I take a cold bath, then I take a hot cup of lemon in the morning, right? Then when I finish doing my personal activities of reading in the morning about cryptocurrency, about leadership, and about team building, then I go do my press-ups and my squats in the morning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now you see, now I want you to have what we call personal goals. Okay, now, these personal goals could be with personal development is one. I've told you I read about 3 topics: cryptocurrency, team building, and leadership. So when I talk about leadership, it still goes back to the 3 main topics I'm looking at this year: mindset, skills, and leadership. 3 main topics. Now, after I have handled that, I'm giving you my lifestyle, not because it is the best, but maybe you could copy something and learn from it. Now, remember, before I slept at night that I didn't share, I came to my diary and I wrote a list of activities that I'm going to do. We call these money-making activities. And we could call it making sure you have what we call a to-do list. A list of activities that you are going to do. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. Now, in this list of activities, okay, the list of activities, 1, how many people are you going to speak to about your business? That is 1. How many people are you going to follow up about your business? How many people? How many people are you going to activate? You must be, for you to work from home, like I said, it's not easy. You must be able. So to make things easy, I even have, so when you meet someone, maybe on Facebook or maybe on TikTok, and they give you their number and they come on your WhatsApp, you can have a choice. 1, you can write them down, so that if you don't write them down, they might disappear in your so many messages on WhatsApp. Write them down. Tomorrow, I will speak to Steven about the business. Tomorrow, I'll speak to Andrew about my business. The next day, I'll speak to so you have a detail. So before your day ends, you are busy. What are you busy on? You are busy looking at your to-do list. Activities you are going to do. Why is it important to have a to-do list? Who of you agrees with me that social media platforms are very noisy? Do you know you can spend a day on WhatsApp just looking at people's statuses? You can spend a day on Facebook just scrolling. You could spend a full day on TikTok going through different videos. And that by the end of the day, like the word says, TikTok, time is ticking. TikTok, TikTok. Time is ticking. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. And by the end of the year, it is 365 days. You have nothing you have achieved. If you are learning, give me 1 in the chat. I know what I'm teaching may not be so much specific on what people want, but I believe it is what makes you to be successful. You must be organized. Money doesn't come to disorganized people. You must be organized. So now that you have written a list of things you're going to do the next day, plan your day before it happens. Plan your day before it happens. Don't allow the day just come to you. Before the day happens, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do this week? What are you going to do this month? Be organized. Or else, there's no difference from 2023. It is still the same year. You will get out of 2024 as you left 2023. You must be organized. Now, 2, the second book I've talked about is make sure you have A notebook. I know some of you are here, you're not writing anything. But did you know that what I'm telling you, I wrote it down? So that when people come into your team, you have small things you can share. When you come on a call like this, you come with your notebook. You come with a book where you note some important things you have learned so that when you do personal calls with your people, you have what to tell them. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you might be taking this light. Sometimes if I don't have what to teach, I just pick my notebook. But now, I'm a little bit now, today I have, but let me show you guys. Okay. I'll share with you. I know some of you might joking. You might be not taking this, like, let me show you guys. When I got started in cryptocurrency, this is not my first notebook, but let me show you. Let me try to change my camera. Okay, can you see, guys? This is a notebook with a date of the 21st of June 2022. And here I was learning about the Exodus, their wallets. We have Exodus wallet, Atomic wallet, Engine wallet, Coinbase, MetaMask. I learned about altcoins. Here I was almost in new categories, CoinGecko. So I talked about decentralized finance. You see DEX, stable coins. I wrote what is Web 3, Web 1, read only, Web 2. When I attend trainings, what is bid? What is ASIC? Types of traders, position, swing, day traders, scalpers. What is coin market cap? What is liquidity? I don't know. Investing versus trading mindset. What is the difference between an investor and a trader? What is dollar cost averaging? What is DSA? You see, guys, I have been writing notes whenever I attend training. What are indicators? What is an uptrend? I've been writing notes since I got started in the business. If you want to be successful, what is the name list? Am I making sense to someone? So when I go to a call, leadership, what are you supposed to do? What is ABCD that I'm going to share with you today? A sales process. How does someone make a sale? How do you recruit? You see, guys, I've been writing notes and I don't have one notebook. So when I come on a Zoom like this, I say, okay, which topic do I want to talk about? Some of you, you are here, you don't, and this book is full. I don't have one. This is book one. I could show you several. I have book. Let me check this one. This is, which book is this? You see, guys? What are candles? Someone was talking about the shooting star, the gravestone. Those of you that attend, what a profit. I don't know if, guys, you are looking what I'm saying. I have a notebook. I never take anything for granted. Okay, now, this is my crypto diary. What do I write here? Here I write passwords of Royalq questions. Every account I open, I write it down. I keep my records. This is where I keep my passwords of Royalq. Anybody learning, guys? Getting organized is part of your success. This is where I meet. When I tell them about Royalq, I write them down. When I tell them about the business, I write them down. And slowly, I keep following them up. Anybody learning, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody learning? Give me one in the chat if you're learning. If you want success to come to you, it's gonna just success is not going to just be dropped to you, guys. You see, when I started Royalq, let me show you my first notebook, guys. This was my first notebook when I started Royalq. I was not understanding what I was dealing with. This was my first notebook. I started what is spot trading. Then they took me. I don't remember these things. Hand is free. Smanya, how the robot works. Is it right time to use the Royalq? Working principles. I even don't. What is replenishment? Don't be fooled. Understand what you are involved in. What is floating loss? I attended training and I stood there. Now, this is Royalq. You see, I attended one training and someone says Royalq is not a scam. No scam. What is the essential? I attended. What is average cost? How is the martingale principle? How does it work? What is wallet management? And someone is here is saying, what is cryptocurrency trading? What is API binding? What is Cardano? I attended all these classes. And whenever I could attend a class in Royalq, what is fiat? I attended all these classes. And ladies and gentlemen, when I come on Zoom and share information, people say the cowboy is very brighty. Maybe he has a no. I attend training and I write notes. Every Zoom, I don't miss any Zoom. Me, I come with my notebook. Now, this is the new year 2024. Give me a 2 in the chat if you are learning. Give me a 2 in the chat if you are learning. If you don't have a notebook, then don't think about results. You see, sometimes some of you focus on just our results. When I come and maybe, let me take you to my results. Some of you look at our results, but you don't look at what you are supposed to do to get the results you are yearning for. Let me take you to my reward results. Yes, when you share your screenshot, someone says, yes, Julius, I want to make too much money, but are you willing to pay the price of what you are supposed to do? Are you willing? Are you willing to attend trainings and have a notebook so that you write down what you learn? Are you willing? So, 1, have a diary. 2, have a notebook. 3, have a name list. 3, have a name list. 3, have a name list. What is a name list? A name list is a list of people who may or may not join your business. A name list is a list of people who may or may not join your business. Just write everyone, maybe people join you from TikTok, write them down. Write them down. Someone say, I'll keep it. Now, when you write them down, I just go to my name list and I say, tomorrow I will speak to so and so and so and so. Done. That will be my activities for the next day. Have a name list. Now, do you know, someone asked me yesterday, someone met me one-on-one. Now, when I want to go to TikTok, I will just open my notebook here. Let me read the topic. And I say, frequently asked questions. By the way, this is going to be my topic. I've opened up a crypto ambassador TikTok that's going to basically be teaching people about Royalq only. Please, you could look for this account. I'm going to be doing it in English. It is not a prospecting account. It's basically to educate people in Royalq about how to use the application. I'm going to start it today. Today, I'm going to start my first video on this account. Let me try to log it in. It is called Crypto Ambassadors. And I'll also try to see if I could go live videos. I have opened it. It's called Crypto Ambassadors. It has nothing much here. And I'm going to be answering most of the questions. Please look for this account and you might like it. And so that I'll be dropping some videos. Starting today, by the way, I'm going to give my video number 1, teaching people how to use the Royalq. So you could look for it. It is called Crypto Ambassadors. So it is there. It is not basically to recruit anyone. It is basically to share information, okay? So today I will be doing my video number 1, 3 steps to financial freedom, okay? I'll be doing 3 steps to financial freedom. And where do I get this, ladies and gentlemen? From my notebook. I attended training and the topic is here. I'm not writing it now. I attended training, it's here. Give me 1 in the chat if you're learning. I want now to take you to what you're supposed to do to build a team. what you are supposed to do to build it. Give me a one in the chat if you are learning, guys. Okay. Now, I want to start from here. Why do you need to build a team? Why do you need to build a team? We have now started. Why do you need to build a team? Why do you need to build a team? Let's start from here, guys. Why do you need to build a team? Why do you need to build a team? Now we have started. I'm just going to take 1 hour. No, sorry, not 1 hour. A few minutes, 30 minutes, and I'll be. And before we go to why we need to build a team, let me define what is financial independency. What is financial independency? According to me, financial independency is not to spend on what you want. It's not a freedom to spend. Financial freedom is the ability to create wealth, to manage wealth, and to multiply wealth. That's financial freedom. The ability to create wealth, the ability to manage wealth, and the ability to multiply wealth. Now, wealth goes to those who know how to multiply it. So if you have the ability to create wealth, if you have the ability to manage wealth, and you have the ability to multiply this wealth, and then distribute this wealth for noble causes at an appropriate time. One of my biggest dreams is to build a home care center for children who have lost their parents. Because when I grew up, I only grew up with my mother. I see so many children who are suffering to find what they to eat because I want to build a home care center. So, but I've seen people who say, Julius, let me build a home care center. You can't, if we are all seated on the ground, nobody can lift one another. You cannot give what you don't have. Yes, it is true. You have a big dream. Then someone comes to your chat. Julius, help me. You see, I started a care center, but things are getting crazy. I can't manage. You are not financially free. And someone was very annoyed. I told him, why do you start what you can't manage? You cannot give what you don't have. And he said, but for you, I was looking for people like you so that you could come and help us. You cannot give what you don't have. First. So let us get a little bit into the 3 steps to financial independence. 1, define your current financial status. Building Royalq or sharing the Royalq opportunity gets to the first step of knowing how you are doing financially. I have divided financial status into 3. 1, survival. Where are you financially? Survival. What do I mean by survival? 80% of what you earn pays your bills. I don't know if people listening to me, you have lived a life. Me, I have ever lived this life. Whatever I earn, it gets from this pocket and leaves from this pocket. Give me one in the chat if you have lived such a life. Whatever you earn gets in this pocket, lives in this pocket. Then you say money goes through me. It is still a survival stage. What I mean by survival is that whatever you earn is paying bills. Ladies and gentlemen, if whatever you are earning is just paying bills, you are still in a survival stage. And the ability for you to diagnose your current financial status is important because it determines what you are supposed to do. If you are still in a survival stage, and whatever you make pays bills, it pays your bills, and you remain with nothing, I have a question. You have a dream, maybe to get to your children, give them a better life. You have maybe a dream of maybe traveling. Maybe you have a dream of building a good house. Maybe you have a dream of retiring your parents. Maybe you have a dream. Do you know you can die without achieving it? Unless, you know, I have had friends who have driven cars of loans. I have had friends who wanted to show others that they are doing well. But unless you sit down and speak to your heart that I'm in a survival mode, things don't change. 2, sufficient. You are able to pay your bills and have enough for your family. If you are listening to me today, I'm dealing a topic why you need to share Royalq, and you find that you have sufficiency, you have enough money to pay your bills and take care of your family. Congratulations. You pay your bills well. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we are here is not to survive. The reason why we are here is not to have sufficient. The reason why we are here, and that is category number 3, is surplus. When you have abundance, you can even distribute your wealth. The question, one of the reasons why the 2024-2025 bull run is here, and I want everybody listening to me to maximize this opportunity, is to make sure that you get surplus. Now the question is, where are you financially? Are you in survival? Are you insufficient? Or you are in surplus? Having answered that question, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Do you want to move from survival to sufficient? Or do you want to move from sufficient to surplus? Or do you want to do a quantum jump and move from survival to surplus? I want to remind you that Royalq has that power. Where do you want to go? How do you want to go about it? Why do you want to go there? Are you happy with your current situation? Now, how are you going to be financially free? 1, eliminate debits. Royalq has the power to give you the ability to eliminate debts, to pay off your debts. Number 2, remove your recurring expenses. I want you to check your income. Me, I'm not a financial advisor, but me, I'm giving you what was taught to me that has enabled me to have a simple life, but a good life. Is that clear, ladies and gentlemen? I don't live an expensive life, but I live a good life. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on my journey to where I want to be. I want you to eliminate your debts. I want you to remove recurring expenses. Some of you would be very wealthy, but you have so many recurring expenses. You pay for TV, you pay for Netflix, you pay for, so you have so many things that are recurring on your expenses that you pay. There are so many that whatever you earn, although you are on survival, you have so many bills you have created around yourself. I don't know if I'm making sense. You have someone who supplies the drinking water to you. He supplies every week, yet you can boil or eat. You have so many. Now I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying you have so many recurring expenses that are very small that you could reduce and then reduce on your expenses. 3, stop impulsive buying. If you want to be financially free in 2024, I want you to stop impulsive buying. What is an impulsive buying? Hey, That thing looks nice. You pick money, you pay. It's an impulsive buying. You need to get organized financially. That when you go to buy things, you have planned for them. Before you go and buy things, you have planned for them. Or else you may not be financially free. 3, let me just teach this and then go to how to share Royalq. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Where is this? Okay, I just want to define for you. I just want to define for you. Okay. Okay, just a minute. What is the difference? But okay, all right. I might not go so much. Let me go not so much. Okay, now that you have defined your current financial situation, I have a question. Is there a reason for you to share Royalq? Is there a reason for you to share Royalq? Because unless you find a reason, because I want you to agree with me that going out there to talk about Royalq is not easy. In boxing, people tell them about Royalq, it is not easy. It is not easy. No. I love to share my story. But maybe I connect with someone who might develop a great reason. I grew up with only my mother. I had a father that some of you buried in Royalq, but this was just a caretaker. I lost my father when I was 9 months, and I only grew up with my mother. And we used to stay in a self-confused house. When the bedroom, a self-confused house, someone listening to me, is where a curtain separates the bedroom and the sitting room. So when you are in between the curtain, you are not sure whether you are in the bedroom or you are in the dining. It's a self-confused house. Another self-confused house, that is self-confused house. When you cannot move behind your bed, it is on the wall, so the space is very little. So you can't move around. So once they chase you, just need to jump over the bed and step the other side and run away. Still, things are not okay. If you want to know you are not doing financially well, this is just a joke, but a serious joke. If you want to know that you're not doing financially okay, is when they give you a phone or a gift, you want to tell everybody that you have received something good. You are not yet okay. You are not yet financially okay. Because what looks so much exciting is normal to other people, but you are still in that journey of excitement. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. You have a lot of journey to travel financially that needs you to get you out of that situation you are in. So when we grew up in this life, I went to school, I was educated like some of you. And I felt that going to school and have a good grade would give me a good job and I could be highly employed. But when I got my first job, ladies and gentlemen, what I was earning was too little than the world I was living. Who of you agrees with me? You earn money and the money is too little that you feel headache even when you are spending. You make money, they pay you now, you spend all your salary in 1 hour. By the way, by the time they give you the money, you even know where you are going to take it. Stephen's shop, Peter's school, so the salary gets over immediately, you receive it. And I got tired of my salary. I got tired of salary earning. And then I went into small businesses. Like many of people do small businesses. Then government has a lot of tax. people don't have money, goods are moving very slow, and things were not adding up. But every single day, my mother, my people had believed that I would serve them financially. And whenever I get my salary, they think there is a portion for them, but I have big problems that I would love to give my loved ones, but I can't. I don't know if I'm speaking to someone. I had a dream to build my own house. I had a dream to drive my own car. I had a dream to build for my mother's house, but it was not easy. Things were too hard for me. And so when I met Royalq, I discovered that the opportunity had the power to give me whatever I have ever thought about. Let me get back a little bit. If hard work was a key to success, so many people work so hard, but they're not successful. Am I right? Give me one in the chat if I'm right. Hard work is not a key to success. If becoming educated was the key to success, there are so many people with degrees, PhD, but they are suffering financially. Am I right? Give me one in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, for you to be successful, there is one major thing. It is called attitude. But you also need to have a right opportunity. There are so many people willing to work hard. There are so many people willing to do what they are supposed to do, but they don't have a right opportunity. Give me a 2 in the chat if I'm right. They don't have an opportunity that has the power to give them what they are looking for. Give me a 3 in the chat if I'm making sense. They are willing to do everything possible, but they don't have a right opportunity. They don't have a right opportunity that could do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Royalq has the power to pay you, but also Royalq is a right opportunity. If you give in your time, if you give in your energy, if you are willing to do what you are supposed to do, Royalq has the power. I'm a living testimony. One of the mistakes that can happen to you is to mistakenly get out of this meeting. You can suffer until someone else leaves. If network cuts you out and you leave this meeting, you won't get back easily. But I'm going to upgrade this Zoom to more numbers. Okay. I don't remember where I was. But what I was sharing is Royalq has power to give you the following. I'm about to finish. Royalq has power to give you the 3 R's. They're very important. Where you are working, where you are putting your effort. Do you make regular? Do you make repeated? Do you make recurring income? Do you have a business that has power to give you unstoppable cash flow? Whether you are sick, whether you are sleeping, whether you are not around. Deciding to build a team in Royalq gives you power to make regular, repeated, recurring income. Very important. Where you are, in that shop where you are working, where you are giving so much of your time, I'm not saying you leave it. Can you be able to make regular, repeated, recurring income? On that business where you are putting a lot of effort, are you able to make regular, repeated, recurring income? I have an opportunity that when you decide to give it your time, let me show it to you again. It's called Royalq. I'm not talking about trading because anybody could trade in Royalq. I'm talking about building a team of robots to work for other people. Building a team of robots to work for other people. They even may not follow your trading strategy because they may find what works for them. As you're on a floating loss of a certain coin, they might be trading another and they're making profit. And whenever they will be making profit, you will be earning something repeatedly without your concern. Am I making sense to someone? Give me a 2 if I'm making sense to someone. Give me a 2 in the chat. Without you doing anything, you will be making money. Whether you are in floating loss, there will be someone who has found what works them in Royalq. They will be trading, and whenever they will make profit, you'll earn something. Do you know that with Royalq, you become your own government? Because on every little profit that someone will earn, you'll make something. Every little profit that someone will earn, you'll make something. Now I have a question. Is it important for anybody listening to me to build a team in Royalq? Then I go to what you are supposed to do. Is it important? Is it important, ladies and gentlemen? Is it important? Because it's not about how much trading capital you have. No. Because you need to agree with me that the amount of profit you make in trading will depend on 2 factors. 1, your capital. 2, the market. Your trading profits will depend on your capital and your market. Even if you have big capital, at certain time, the market will not favor you. Give me a 3 if I'm right. Do you know that you can have big capital and the market doesn't favor you? Is it possible? Give me a 3 if you understand what I'm saying. You have big capital, but the market is not in your favor. Give me a 3 in the chat. You have maybe, even if you have $1 million, but the market is not in your favor at the moment and you are not making money. But ladies and gentlemen, sharing Royalq and having a team of robots trading for other people is not affected by anything. For example, I might have floating loss on all these other coins, but someone is trading SLP and is making money. But me, I'm floating on all these other coins. Me are floating on all these other coins, but someone is trading SLP and is making money. Am I making sense? Will I be making money as I'm floating? Will I be making money? Give me an answer in the chat. If I have a team, will I be making money? I'm floating on Beck, but someone is trading SLP and they're making profit. They're happy. Will I be making money? Ladies and gentlemen, let the robot trade for you. I've seen so many people who put their energy on the robot, yet it is busy trading for them. I want you in 2024 to shift your energy. Let the robot trade for you, and you put your focus and your time on building a team of robots to trade for others. Give me a 5 if that statement makes sense, so that you could shift from survival to sufficient to surplus. So that you could shift from survival to sufficient to surplus. I'm a living testimony. I was living survival. I may not say that I have surplus, but I have sufficient. But I think now somehow I have surplus. Because I can spend without making a withdrawal, and I'm living. Okay? Now, what are you supposed to do? Now that we know why we need to build, now that we know why it is important for us to build a team, why now that we know, now that we know why it is important for us to have a team of traders, now that of building a team, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Step one, open a social media platform. Step one, open a social media platform. There are 3 social media platforms. But even if we go to Chrome here and we ask it, what is the most used social media platform? Let us take 2024. 2024 says Facebook was the most used. But for me, it was the most used. But let us take the most visited. No, this is the most popular, but the most visited. Let me do the most visited. I want the most visited. Okay. People visit Facebook, But there is one social media platform, ladies and gentlemen, that solves. So I want you to go and open Facebook account. You could open a YouTube account. You could open an Instagram account. You could open a TikTok account. It has 1.2 billion users. You don't need all of these. You don't need. So download a social media platform. Point two. Point two. Get let me just go back here. Get yourself a chat GPT. Get yourself a chat GPT. And if you don't know what to tell people, use chat GPT. I'm gonna share the link. Use chat GPT to give you what to say. Use chat GPT to give you what to say. Let me show you a living testimony. Look here, guys. Yesterday we were here on Zoom, and I went on my Facebook and made a post. I went on my Facebook and I made a post. I hope it runs fast and I show you. I made a post and someone directly on that post started. I don't know why it is. Now posts are many, but I made a post and someone came on this post. I may die because okay. To join, how can I join? Then the guy came back and said, please WhatsApp number. And I sent him. I picked the post from the group and I posted. Now, where did I get these words? Where did I get these words? You come here on this guy called ChatGPT. It's now disturbing me, but okay, me, I'm going to find a way of maneuvering. But you go and open a ChatGPT account. If you're going to go to TikTok, look for topics. It will tell you. So maybe I want to make a post TikTok. On TikTok, it will be a video. Do it. Pick a post from the group that has been shared. Go and paste it onto your social media platform. If you don't have words to say, come and ask Chat GPT to give you words, okay? Make me a nice message about the use of Royalq AI to trade in the spot market. Make it in a way that it has a call to action and someone to start now and chat me inbox now in 50 characters. Characters are just words. It's going to do it for me. Unlock financial potential. Now, add in that come first before the BTC ETF is approved. Hey, seize opportunities with Royalq in the spot market. Act swiftly before the BTC approval. Elevate your trading now. DM me to start. I copy. Then I come on WhatsApp, where are people sharing results. Me, I go in any group. I don't care. I pick this same screenshot. I may not like to expose Lucas because he's the owner. So what I will do, I will put a dot. I don't want to expose the person. Then I could take a new one going on. Then I remove Lucas. I don't want Lucas to be taken in my problems. For him, he made a post. Then say now, I share to my Facebook. Then I paste. Hashtag Ready Smart. Next. Then I forward in different groups. This one, this one, this one. Done. I still go on where? Come here. Where is where is what? Where are you? Instagram. Come on Instagram. New post. Just do this. No, I don't. If it is his new baby, it is his new baby. Yeah. Trade smart. I think Telegram, this one doesn't use Royalq. Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Post here. Don't share there. Share. Is that hard, guys? I make sure on my story there is one. People are sharing results. My story on so I've shared. I don't stop here. I pick the same thing. I come here on TikTok. Here I will add a sound. No, I don't know if guys is this hard? I tap next. Where to my story? Then I type. Team is winning. Come here. Why is it not a edit? Need a color. Red. Yeah, I come down here. Last 2, 5, 6, 7, 5, 2, 5, 9, 5, 8. I don't know whether TikTok will remove it. It's up to it. No, I don't care. It is going on my story. It's here. I have a question. People, you make things hard. I come back. Is that hard? Is that hard? Eh, you are not seeing my screen. Sure. You are not seeing my screen. Let me repeat. Ah! Okay, let me repeat. Let me repeat. Can you now see my screen? I'm going to repeat. Can you now see my screen? I'm going to repeat, then we finish. Let me come back. Can you now see my screen? I'm back here on Zoom. I shared. Okay, now we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on the browser of ChatGPT. I sent the browser in the chat. It is here. Okay. So I'm just going to maneuver because I already have an account, but they just disturbed. So I'm here. Can you see this area, guys? This is an Android. It's not like an iPhone. I need to come back there. But okay, now here, I'm going to ask it. No, you see, they can even create a calendar for me. Create a calendar for TikTok. What are they creating? They can even do a calendar for me. The chat GPT and ask it anything. But let me go back to my topic. This I will come back and find out. Okay? But it is generating the information. That's why there is a dot here. I'm just giving it 1 more minute. But this, let me stop it. So I come here and I want ChatGPT to write for me an advertising message. So I say, write me an advertisement message about Royalq AI spot trading without you sending your money to anyone. Let it have call to action to start now before the BTC ETF is approved, because we are going to win big. Make it with less than 150 characters. Let someone inbox me. It's going to make the message for me. It is done. Unlock financial success with Royalq spot trading. Trade securely. Keep control on your funds. Act now before the BTS intro is approved. Start. I copy. Let me take a screenshot. I don't know, but I can go to the group, but now, because of time, let me come here, pick a screenshot. I'll remove the top money. I can't post it with it. So I will come on status on WhatsApp. I'll remove the top money. I cannot post with it. Just post there. Then I add a word. Then I pick it again. Remove this because I don't want to post with the total amount on top. Then I look for threads. It is there. Post. Is that hard, guys? People are using Chat GPT. It does anything for you. Is that hard? Then I still pick the same photo. I come here on CapCut. Now this one I'm going to come here on CapCut. Go download the CapCut. Okay. I'll just come direct to CapCut. Come and download CapCut. It's an app video. Then using a picture, talk about it, then post on my TikTok. Let me ask it. Is that hard? Because this might take more time. But we are done. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Is that hard, guys? Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Is that hard? Someone is saying, where do I get Chat GPT? Let me bring the link. Go through the steps of creating the account. Is that hard? Then you go and paste content. Anything you want to ask, go and ask Chat GPT. Is that hard? Then, now this is the game killer. This is the game killer. This is the game killer. Content is king. Listen to me critically. Listen to me critically. Listen to me here critically. If you want to be loved, what do you give in return? Give me an answer in the chat. Let's run very fast. I just want to end in 2 minutes. If you want love, what do you give in return? You want to be loved, what do you give in return? You give love. Okay, beautiful. You give care, you give love. You want love, you give love. You want love, you give love. Although content is king, engagement is queen. Does that make sense to someone? Although content is king, engagement is queen. Julius, what do you mean? This is what I mean. After making your Facebook post, and you see people, they are busy here liking, unless you are sure that they are in Royalq. But if they are not in your business, touch them and chat them. Can I repeat that, guys? This is Facebook. I've done it here on Facebook, Peter. This one is already in Royalq. You see? I keep on I don't stop. Someone likes your post, don't take them light. Is that clear? In your business, but if you are sure engagement story, although working, even can do the same if you have time. If content is seeing them to me. This is what I'm doing, guys. Do you see what I'm doing? This is what I'm doing? I'm asking, guys. Is that hard? Engage them. Content is king, but engagement, is that hard? Engage the people that like your content. Content is king, but engagement is queen. Someone says you can't hear me. Maybe it's network. But last question. I'm going to solve this network issue today. Today is the last time for me to have poor network. From here, let me go and handle it immediately. Now, today is the last time for me to have poor network. I'm handling it now from here. Let me get to my car. I go solve this problem now. But is that hard? Content is king, but engagement is queen. Engage people who like what you post. Engage people who like what you post. Today, I've shared a lot. Open a social media platform, create content, engage with people that like what you post. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a blessed, happy New Year. See you tomorrow. And see you on the next series that we have. Thank you, and bye-bye.